Okay, of course I had to do a test run with my new deck that I had made and just got in with my Lenormand deck, and I'm really excited about the answer. It's excellent. Um, anyway, what I basically asked, is what does this deck have to tell me? Um, you know, just pretty basic in general. And I draw always the man card, and that's my man card that I made. Um, and then charge it basically by seeing that as being the person that you're reading for, and I seen this as me and myself. So that's what that deal was, and what I came up with are the crossroads for the first card, and I thought, oh boy, here we go. You know, many choices that are going on. Um, Let me see what comes up. And of course, these cards always read together and beautiful. Love this card, the Sun card. Came up right next to it. This is my Sun card. It's almost so bright in that you can't see it that well. And then I came up with another good card, the Key, sitting right next to the Sun. So everything's come up. So basically, what it's telling me, first of all, I was kind of worried about this deck. I had concerns. First of all, the size of it. I was worried that it was going to be maybe a little too big or something like that. It turned out great. I mean, it's excellent size little deck. Especially I use the new layout method. And if I do want to use 9 cards or even all the cards, I have plenty of space on my deck or on my desk here. Um, my reading table that I'm able to do that. So that's also a really really good deal. Anyway, yeah, and my big concern was I was worried that maybe, if they were going to put borders, I didn't know if because the company didn't say about putting the borders on decks or anything like that, which I don't like borders, and I thought, well, obviously I'll cut them off because I don't really like borders, especially on a personal deck. Um, and then they were telling me there was concerns about 3 cards in the deck that maybe at first they said maybe that the numbers were going to get cut off, and they said, well, no, actually, there's just bleeding on the 12 pixels that surround the outer edges of the cards. And I was like, well, I'm not really worried about bleeding, so I'll just have to find out what happens. And actually, something completely different happened than what I expected. I had a card that had changed. They got my order and they started printing, but I immediately had sent in a message said, I found out one of the cards that I uploaded wrong. The wrong card went up, which was my tree card, and it didn't have the number on it. Um, and I said, no worries, we'll fix it. But the deal is, I think they had right there they had already started printing. And that is card number 5, so more than likely that card was already printed. But man, these pictures are so clear. I'm so thrilled with this deck. So I think what this is telling me, um, with the crossroads here sitting next to the Sun, what I get from that is making the right choices. The crossroads is always about things going different directions here. You can see mine here. It's also known as the path and so forth, but it's I picked just 2 cross sections in the woods there, and what that's all about is being able to make or making the right choices, having multiple choices, which there was different companies I'd looked at about printing the deck and so forth, and said, well, I'll give it a shot. It doesn't cost that much. I'll see how it goes, and that turned out fantastic. Making the right choices, going down the right path. Good deal there. Really love that. Um, I'd actually even talked about putting big borders on the cards to make them even smaller and chop them down. But this size, I'm perfectly thrilled with this size. So anyway, what I have next, I have the Sun and I have the Key. Two more excellent cards sitting next to each other, and this is basically success is what I get with this. The key is um, opening doors. Is the way I see doors, new things opening up for you to go different paths in life, and sitting beside the Sun card, which is about success and vitality and happiness. This is a really bright card, and the picture that I picked for it. I mean, you can't get it real clear in the camera because the way the light's shining on it, but you can see it's definitely really bright, sunshiny, happy. Um, so what I get with this is success, and this is also about I think learning secret knowledge and so forth with the key with me, because I think of opening up your mind, where I've had meditations and seen doors open or used uh, some quantum jumping, using quantum physics techniques to where you go in and you go through a door to find new things and so forth. So this is telling me this is definitely a success. Things are going to go well. I'm going to be able to open new doors um, for myself and new things in life. So basically, what it's telling me is I think the deck came out great. I'm really thrilled with it, and it's going to read really well for me. That it's one, it's very personalized. This is my deck. Nobody has it. I made it myself, and it turned out absolutely great. I'm thrilled to death with it. So anyway, that's going to be my very first reading of asking the cards, seeing how things are communicating with this deck for me. That's my first reading. Looks fantastic. So I'm absolutely thrilled to death with the deck itself. I'm thrilled to death with the very first reading that goes on with it, and that's going to be go ahead and end the video. And everybody have a great day. Thank you for watching.